Hi everyone, and welcome to Bagi-Bagi Bahasa, or translated in English, it means sharing languages. And here you are with me, Tiwi. And before I introduce Bagi-Bagi Bahasa itself, I want to introduce myself first. As you've heard just then, my name is Tiwi. I'm from Indonesia, and I've been an English teacher for about 4 years or so, or over 4 years. And here I've decided to also teach via the internet, with the videos and blog posts, and hopefully this is useful for everyone. And Bagi-Bagi Bahasa is a website that I've created to share in knowledge on practically any language, but so far I want to teach English, and since I'm currently learning French, so hopefully like in the future there would be tutorials on French. But anyways, actually this is my first video that I've decided to do, that I'm teaching English in English, which is, I know it's kind of weird, but as you can see, most of my other videos, most of my other videos I use Indonesian to teach, because to my Indonesian or Malaysian viewers. So, and today I'm actually doing a English speaking video because the main reason is that a few days ago somebody requested on my Facebook page that I should do a video on TOEFL tips, especially on the structure and grammar section, and that kind of gave me a ring in my head that maybe I should do this also in English, so that I could also explain to other viewers across the world who's going to take the TOEFL exam. And as you can see that TOEFL, well, as many of you know, that TOEFL is one of those exams that is used widely across the globe. It's used in America, it's used in Australia, and etc. And it's one of those exams that actually that we can know a person's ability in English. Okay, so without further ado, first of all, I'm going to explain an overview of TOEFL itself. Maybe you've known, you read the books and everything. I'll just explain it shortly. And TOEFL, there's 3 sections, and you have your listening, you have your structure and grammar, which I'm going to talk about soon, and your reading comprehension. Yeah. And in some exams, they may ask you to have an oral examination and a writing examination, but it's kind of rare. Usually they only just test you in the 3 sections that I just told you. And the thing about TOEFL is, since English is practically the #1 language that everyone uses around the world, it's again a standard. And then again, for most people who learn English as a first language, like if you live in Australia or even Malaysia is a good country, and if you live in India, if you live in England and America, English TOEFL will be very easy for you. It's something that you'll ace, basically, because it's everything there you can do by sense. But if you're a second language learner, things can get quite tricky. So I think for the second language learners, you have to work hard at it, because as I told you, language is about culture, it's about it's understanding and a lot. So anyways, before I blabber on too much, I'll go back to the main topic, which is the structure and grammar section. And here I have behind me is pretty much an overview of the structure and grammar. And the thing about structure and grammar is the secret ingredient to the high TOEFL score is in this dude. Okay, it's like if you want to invest in a good TOEFL score, you have to invest in this. Okay, it's a must. you have to invest in the section. Like the more answers, the more correct answers you get, the higher your TOEFL score. I can guarantee you that. Okay, basically there are 40 questions, and you only have 25 minutes, so you have to work. You have to work smart. Yeah, not work hard, but work smart. And here I'm going to explain you basically the main theory that I usually use. So this is practically like another secret ingredient that I use, that I teach to my students. Is basically the whole idea of English sentences is made up of subject, verb, and object. So if you know your subjects and you know your verbs and you know how they connect and you know how they link each other, when does it change and stuff like that, then you're fine. You will be fine. Yeah. Other than that, you just have to learn on your vocabulary. You have to learn on your prepositions. You have to learn on your nouns, non-count nouns, and the sort. Those you need to memorize, and they also go into this package of structure and grammar. But the main part is this subject, verb, object. So I'll just do the example here that I have. Here you have a sentence. Okay, and the first thing you do when you have a question is don't panic at all. Just look at it. No hard feelings. They're not gonna bite. So just look at it. And if you have a blank at the beginning, it usually means that the subject is missing. So what we need now here is the subject. And here, let's check out the verb and object first. And the verb here you have are, and the object you have small and white, which are adjectives. So you don't have a noun, right? So this is not describing a noun. So it's basically describing the subject, right? And here, since we have the verb are, which is plural, therefore you need a ding ding. Yes, you need a plural subject also. So all you have to do is between A, B, C, and D, find a plural subject. And where is the plural subject? A and B is obvious. It's not plural. It's only an article and on the. And if you put these here, the T plant. Okay, plant is singular, and then you see R as plural. Okay, it doesn't match. It doesn't connect. So basically, A and B is the incorrect answer. And all you have to do is you have to choose between C and D. And here you have flowers, which is the correct subject that we need. But in C, we have having, and having here at the beginning usually is to begin a phrase, to begin a description, and you need a comma sometimes when you use having. So since we don't have any commas in the answer nor in the question here, in the statement, therefore C is incorrect there, and the right answer is D. The flowers of the tea plant are small and white. Okay, for first language students, we, like me, we tend to do this by sense, and for us, C, it doesn't make sense, right? Having flowers, the tea plant are small and white, that doesn't make sense. But for second language learners, they sometimes you don't know the difference. Okay, and if you want to do this theoretically or structurally, then having is quite is incorrect here, because you need a comma, and in the meaning it doesn't make sense either. So that's pretty much it for the structure and grammar. And for the error recognition, another tip is like they have these underline thingies, and what you do is, or what I usually do when I do these questions is, I don't usually see these. I just see the whole question as a whole sentence, a whole statement, and I just look at it with the SVO method and see which one is doesn't match or doesn't connect, which one is weird, stuff like that. So this principle pretty much applies to all of the structure and grammar section. So as I said before, you have to hit the books, know a bit of theory. Even for those first language learners, you can still get tricked by some of these questions. Personally, for me, I usually get the incorrect one based on prepositions, when to use as and stuff like that, because those expressions I get, there are some expressions that I'm not used to yet, so I still get those wrong. So anyways, I guess that's it for structure and grammar and for today's TOEFL tips. Basically, before I end this video, I'll just give you a side note for everyone out there who's learning English or who's preparing for TOEFL. Just have fun with it. Don't, just, make this as like a reading exercise or something. I usually prepare my TOEFL examination by reading Harry Potter, which is very enjoyable for me. So just enjoy yourself, and I will be back hopefully with more tutorials in English to share to all of you. If you want to request anything, please comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye. Hai teman-teman, selamat datang lagi di Bagi-Bagi Bahasa, dan sesuai dengan request yang saya dapatkan di Facebook, kali ini kita akan membahas mengenai TOEFL tips khusus untuk bagian structure and grammar. Ya, jadi langsung aja. Mungkin sekedar untuk mengenalkan TOEFL itu sendiri. TOEFL biasanya dibagi menjadi 3 bagian, yaitu bagian pertama yang listening atau mendengarkan, kedua structure and grammar, ya, yaitu tentang struktur dan tata urut kalimat, dan terakhir adalah reading comprehension atau latihan membaca. Kali ini kita akan membahas tentang structure and grammar. Tapi sebelum itu, saya akan memberikan suatu rahasia kecil ya kepada Anda semua, bahwa pada dasarnya apabila Anda menjawab lebih banyak jawaban yang benar untuk bagian structure and grammar, nilai Anda akan otomatis semakin meningkat. Ya, jadi di sini saya tekankan bahwa TOEFL itu, ya, untuk mendapat biji sebanyak-banyaknya atau mendapat nilai sebanyak-banyaknya, maka berinvestasilah di bagian structure and grammar, ya. Walaupun jumlah soalnya paling sedikit, dia bobot nilainya paling banyak, ya. Dia hanya 40 soal dan hanya bisa dikerjakan dalam waktu 25 menit. Ya, jadi Anda harus cepat. Dan kalau bisa kita juga menggunakan strategi yang tepat pula. Jadi tidak asal ngitung kancing, ya. Bismillah gitu ya, nomor jawabannya C gitu. Aduh, jangan sampai kayak gitu, ya. Jadi kita harus benar-benar tepat strateginya. Oke, langsung aja saya bagikan tipsnya. Ya, pertama sudah saya jelaskan tadi, dalam structure and grammar itu terdapat 40 soal, 40 questions dalam 25 menit. Dan itu hanya bisa dalam waktu 25 menit. Jadi setelah kita mengerjakan itu, kita tidak bisa kembali lagi mengerjakannya lagi, kita harus maju ke depan, ya, atau nggak bisa dianggap curang. Oke, ada tipe soal apa aja sih yang dalam structure and grammar? Ya, ada 2 bagian utama, yaitu fill in the blanks yang contoh seperti ini, dan kedua adalah error recognition, ya, atau kita harus melihat mana kalimat yang salah, bukan kalimat, yang mana bagian dari kalimat yang salah. Oke, dan untuk menghadapi TOEFL itu sendiri, Anda sudah harus siap, ya. Maksudnya siap dalam artian siap berperang, ya. Tapi kita tidak berperang dengan senjata, kita berperang dengan kata-kata, berperang dengan vocab, berperang dengan amunisi yang sudah kita siapkan. Jadi di sini tidak ada resep instan. Jadi Anda harus benar-benar vocab udah jadi, grammar udah paham, ya. Kalau itu udah semuanya sudah dapat, ya, saya yakin Anda bisa menghadapi ini dengan baik. Tetapi di sini akan saya bagikan sedikit tips yang paling utama, dan ini menurut saya adalah akar dari bahasa Inggris, yaitu kita harus tahu struktur kalimat utama, yaitu bentuk subject, verb, object. Oke, jadi apabila kita udah paham ini, kita sebenarnya tidak perlu untuk banget menghafal rumus ya, yang subject plus verb 3, verb 2 dan sebagainya. Asal kita tahu mana yang subjek, apakah dia nyambung dengan verbnya, apakah dia nyambung dengan objeknya. Oke, maksud saya seperti ini. Contoh, kita di sini punya satu kalimat ya, dan kita terapkan ini di sini ya, rumus SVO ini. Oke. Kita perhatikan di sini ada, kita cek dulu apakah sudah ada subject, verb atau object. Oke, kita cek verb. Ada apa enggak? Di sini ada verb yaitu are dan objeknya small and white. Ya, ini keterangan berarti. Jadi di sini kita butuhkan adalah subject. Dan sekali lagi subjek juga tergantung pada verb atau kata kerja. Perhatikan kata kerja di sini are, yaitu jamak, sehingga di sini kita juga membutuhkan subjek yang ding jamak pula. Oke, jadi kita lihat ya di antara A, B, C, D ini manakah yang jamak. The adalah artikel, jelas-jelas dia bukan subjek karena dia membutuhkan subjek. Apabila ditaruh di sini the tea plant, oke, betul, dia jadi subjek, tetapi are, hello, ya, are itu jamak ya, jadi tidak nyambung dengan the tea plant yang tunggal. Jadi otomatis the ini bukan jawabannya. Begitu pula juga on the, sama aja ya, toh juga hasilnya tunggal, sedangkan di sini jamak. Jadi B otomatis tidak atau tidak tepat. Begitu. Nah, kita punya C dan D. Dan di sini yang paling tepat yang nyambung dengan R adalah flowers. Ya, flowers. Jadi kita harus tinggal milih manakah yang the atau having. Oke. Dan di sini yang paling tepat adalah yang D dengan kata the. Karena apa? The sebagai artikel menunjuk pada subjek. Oke, kalau having di sini artinya mengalami atau memiliki flowers the. Oke, having flowers the tea plant are small and white. Apabila kita menggunakan C, kita harus ada koma di sini karena having itu dia membentuk suatu klausa atau bagian awal di dalam suatu kalimat dan itu wajib ada koma. Sedangkan di sini tidak ada koma, maka dari itu jawaban yang paling tepat adalah yang D, the flowers of the. Oke, jadi mungkin itu dulu tips dari saya ya tentang TOEFL Structure and Grammar ini. Dan untuk error recognition prinsipnya sama ya, mungkin Anda sudah tahu ada garis bawah di jawabannya tersebut. Tips saya adalah lihatlah kalimat itu apa adanya ya, jangan terlalu mikirin garis bawah yang ada ABCD-nya itu dulu. Oke, dan ingatlah inilah yang akan menyelamatkan Anda, subject, verb, object. Oke, itu dulu. Apabila ada pertanyaan, mohon isi di komen. Oke, jadi begitulah TOEFL tips dari TV. Sampai jumpa di video berikutnya. Sampai jumpa.